Hey everybody, it's Mark. It is March 17th, and I'm back in the forest today, in an older area, which many of you know who've been following my research over the years, where I originally started. This is an area where I had my first sighting. There's several researchers who work this state park out here. Just left some apples and some crystals there. People have been inquiring why I'm leaving these beautiful crystals as gifts. There goes an apple. This is a gifting rock area. This wood and this gifting rock is but anyways, most of you in the Bigfoot community know the thesis written by Pearl Perota concerning crystals, agate, granite, and so forth, the mineral compounds. We didn't ever hear if anything was found in the DNA. We may yet still. It's hard to say. Without going too much into detail about it. Many researchers over the years who have habituated with the Sasquatch have said that they've seen him eat rocks, mud, clay, especially near riverbanks. It makes sense in every sense of the way. You know, they're the original cave people, much like the Anasazi, the original Anasazi, who were the cave dwellers. So you're surrounded by granite and agate, minerals, beautiful crystals such as, natural crystals as this. I actually get these sent to me from Elaine, who is a friend of mine in Arkansas. She's had particularly good luck gifting with these also. So they always get this. I haven't been out here in 7 months. Me and Justin Smith, my partner, have been working in another area, as you know, if you follow our research, about 40 miles away from here. I haven't been here in a long time. This is really, really rough terrain here. Rough terrain. This, even though you see all these pine trees, this is about a 20-mile canyon. Stretches almost to the edge of the Black Forest. It's considered part of the Black Forest, which comes from Colorado Springs, but basically we're in Castle Rock. What is that? There's still a little bit of snow on the ground, even though it's a warm day. I got rain clouds moving in, so. Anyways, this is an area where I've always gifted. This is one of my gifting areas, a gifting rock. They like this area. I found a lot of sign in this area. They like to do all kinds of crazy stuff with sticks, but there's a cave underneath this rock, this huge boulder. There's a nice cave. And I just took a look in there. There's some scat in it, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Looks like a human turd, actually, inside the cave. And they usually put a stick or a clubs or in front of it, this dead wood. And they like this tree right here. There's a stick in that tree right there that kind of fell, unnatural looking, or put there maybe. Anyways, this park is so special to me because the geologists here in Colorado, if you don't know the story, estimate that the caves, which number in the thousands, hundreds, were created about 180 million years ago. Dinosaur artifacts have been found in here, as well as Native American artifacts. So there's some areas where sometimes the public is not allowed. We're going to be doing some calling and some other stuff today. Hello. Oh, okay. And some wood knocking. Don't know what kind of responses I'm going to get. It is, in the end, the perfect habitat for Sasquatch. There's everything here. There's deer, there's bobcat, there's absolutely everything that they need in order to, in order to have good habitat in this park. And I'm not going to go too much into it, but I'm really happy to be back out here today. We're gonna work maybe 5 miles south, cross the river if we can, and work 5 miles back. We're gonna be out here all day because I want to see if they're still, out here. I don't see why they wouldn't. The thing about this particular park and the clan of Sasquatch that resides out here is that they are like Anasazi. They're canyon dwellers. So, when you have caves that could go in maybe hundreds of miles into a mesa of a canyon, and no humans are allowed to go in there, including the geologists, it is the perfect place. So this group in here that resides in this park will never be caught and will never face any threat from humans, because like that, they can just duck into a cave, move a big rock in front of the hole, the entrance, and they're gone. Hikers will walk right by and never know that anything was there. They just see a rock against the canyon wall. I have, over the years, figured out what they do. I've seen the holes in the ground where they moved rocks and shoved them into cave holes. So I know they're living in the earth, which is a completely different type of Sasquatch than what we've been dealing with out in the Plum Creek area, where we've shown you how they build nests, teepee type nests, and live out in the open. Here, underground is the best place to be. If I were a Sasquatch, I would want to be near canyons and caves, because for one, there's no humans that are going to go in those caves looking for them. It just doesn't happen. So they know that. Also, it being a protected state park, they know they're safe here from any kind of predatory human whatsoever. We do have rangers in the park that are armed. It's one of those parks where no fires, camping. No, you're not going to see RVs and motor homes out here, or campers. You'll occasionally run across a hiker maybe with a tent. Very rare though. They don't like people in here camping like that because there's no fires. If you're going to come out here and spend time in this park overnight, alcohol stove is what you're going to have, because if they see fire or smell it, you're going to have the fire district out here thinking it's a forest fire, and then you're going to have problems with the law. So, abide by the rules if you're going to come out here, so you don't get yourself in trouble. And with that, so this is the gifting area, and we're going to go ahead and head out, show you this cave real quick. See, right in here, there's a cave right underneath the gifting stone, or rock. This is a giant boulder. Found a lot of stuff on top of this boulder, sticks arranged in funny ways and so forth, kind of like these. But there's a real nice cave down here. Whoa, I'm gonna fall in there. Right below. And I'm gonna try and keep the camera as steady as I can today, but again, as you can see, this is not easy terrain to traverse. Climbing boulders. This is the real deal here. This is the Rocky Mountains, and you really got to be in good shape to come down here or up here. Okay, so anyways, here's one of the caves that I know that they've used over the years. As you can see, there's kind of large stick at the entrance. This one I know that they've used because we found different sign over the years coming over here. But just to give you an idea. See. Now, I can't tell. I'm not going to crawl in there because I don't feel like it, but I think that's scat right there. Can't smell it. Anyways, it's a nice little layup, nice little cave under here, under this giant gifting rock. And as you see, this log has been laid here. They always leave some kind of woodwork. I will say though, you don't get the teepees. We have found a couple, but you don't get the style. It's a whole different style of sign that they do here because of the terrain, and the trees are different. This is all pine tree throughout this whole canyon. There are areas where we're going to find aspens and so forth, but they prefer it being in this area. It's really rough. It's also very dangerous because if you were out here with nefarious intent, you can see that a well-placed thrown rock from on top of this canyon or wherever, your rifle means nothing out here. Absolutely nothing. Because they're on top of their game out here. Like I said, it's really, really tough to get up here. You really got to be in shape. I thought I had been in shape until I got out here this morning, and I got pretty winded trying to climb up the side of this canyon. So, but we're going to move on. I'm going to try and keep the camera, like I said, as steady as possible today, but it's going to be a little tough because the areas where they're active, it's extremely rough. So here's kind of like the roof. I'll show a number of these caves today that I know that they use. I've shown some in the past. We're quite a ways away from that one teepee structure that I found, that one nest. So, but there's the top of the canyon. If I were to go up, we're going to be on top of it. So that's how high up I am. So we're just going to work along and see what we come up with. Oh man. Problem with this is when you're working the side of a canyon, you come to an areas where you can't go any further because of the terrain, and you have to backtrack. But hopefully we get back up where we need to be. I'm trying to find a path, of any kind of game trail. Even though I've been to that gifting rock plenty of times, it's always new when you come out. You've been coming to an area that you haven't been in a while. Look at this cave. Just beautiful cave. Let's see what we got going. Any kind of footprints or anything. There could be an animal back in there, so I gotta be careful. You can see this one goes back in there. Perfect place to hide though, or live. You're out of the elements, and like I said, God knows how far back some of these go. But that is the very nice cave right there. Very nice place. Don't see any real footprints or anything though. I like to usually work along the canyon wall because, like I said, these caves, the geologists here in Colorado, because of bat white nose syndrome, as they call it, don't know. They haven't really entered a lot of this mesa because I guess humans' breath inside these caves causes white nose syndrome with the bats. Personally, I think that's crap. I think they're hiding something else, but I digress. As you can see, this is what we term as squatchy. Wasn't sure if I heard a human voice or some chatter going on. Like I said, it's been 7 months since I've been out here, left any gifts or anything. I mean, they're not going to leave because it's the perfect place to live. Plus, there's deer, plenty of food, water, everything they need. But I don't know how they're going to react to me not being back here in 7 months. Another one of the areas I consider theirs. I actually have a still of what I thought looked like a big dark shadow in here, sitting on this ledge right here. But it didn't come out very well, so I never released it. It was one of those blob squatch things. Doesn't matter what kind of camera you have, if you're not in zoom mode and you got something 20, 25 yards away, it's going to come out blurry. And they do come out blurry. But this is another. This is the cave that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Thought I heard an animal. So you look back in there. It's somebody's house. This is somebody's house in here. I'm trying to work south, but this is a nice little area. Little cave. Working the cattails in the swampy areas, the depressions, are a heck of a lot easier. But I wanted to come out here because it's been a while since I've been out here. I haven't been out here in a while. I certainly hope they're still around. Look at that. See that? This is one of those things I find a lot. I know where they've been around here. There's another club right there. They're just clubs, dead wood. People can say, oh, it's just sitting there. How do you know it didn't just naturally fall there? Well, you have to know an area that you're working. You know, it's not like I just go into the forest and cross my fingers and hope there's Bigfoot activity. We're 100% sure they're out here. That's good enough. See, up along that canyon we're getting near where they have a favorite haunt, where the teepee structure is. They use the caves on this side of the canyon to get into the mesa. When I had originally talked to the rangers about that, they had said, we don't, look at that, there's a little rock stack out here. See, there's no trail. So there's no real reason to have this. Humans do that stuff, hikers. That's why it's really hard to make a determination with rock stacking. But if you spot them, it's good because you're good about you're aware of what's around you. You know how to read the terrain. See that cave back in there? That's one of their areas that they like. It's not where we caught the ice shine, but it is a favorite area. Another cave. I need to, it's like I said, it's been 7 months since I've been at her, so I need to check my P's and Q's. Walking in front of these caves is stupid. Because any kind of animal can just come tearing through there. Down or up? Smokes. Here. Alright. Interesting. See, I need to get up there and work along the canyon wall. So I'm gonna do some calls and that before this segment runs out. See under here? Hell, it's a perfect place to hole up. Even if you're a human, you know, hiker, camper who doesn't use a tent. These little, because these boulders are so huge, they make these natural caves that are just, they're clean. Alright, I'm gonna do a call real quick. So what are a chipmunk? It's not chipmunk. Sky is really clouding up, and that stinks. It's supposed to be a nice day. Alright. Just amazing caves over here. See, I have to climb up all that. Unless I can get across, I can maybe then work up along the dirt. But I still need to get up there near where I know their favorite haunts are. That is laid in a weird, strange way. That's interesting. Okay, so that's just a general breakdown for segment 1. There's going to be a lot more segments today if I don't get rained on or snowed on. So we're going to stop the video for now because I got to climb up the hill, up the cliff here. So it's going to be too hard to leave the camera running. So with that, we'll leave it right there.